Welcome back to Your Average Investor, the channel that looks at my journey through investing, budgeting and finance. Now, arguably, we're back to square one, back to March last year, where we're in a national lockdown again for the foreseeable future. Now, while this is a negative, what it means for my channel is I'll be able to put out videos a lot more regularly because I'm now working from home again, which means I don't have to travel for an hour every day. So I'll be able to consistently upload a little bit more. So that, for me, is the silver lining in all of this mess. Today we're going to talk about a topic that I haven't touched on before, and that's cryptocurrency, which has seen massive increases over the last few weeks or so. I've known about cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Ethereum and Ripple for quite a long period of time now, and I did invest in Bitcoin a number of years ago. This was a very small amount through a product called Coinbase, where I was just seeing what it was all about, but because the fees were so high on Coinbase, I decided to step away from it. Now I wish I'd kept it in there after seeing the increased Bitcoin scene of late. But I guess you live and learn. After the advancements that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general has seen of late, I've decided to step back into investing in cryptocurrency. And I don't want this to become a massive part of my portfolio. But because I'm still quite young, I want to have a small allocation of my overall portfolio towards cryptocurrency. Bitcoin in particular, but a few of the other smaller coins as well. The reason for this is because my investment horizon is a long way in the future. And this means that I'll be able to absorb and cope with any of the large market decreases in a short period of time. And for those of you who know anything about cryptocurrency, massive market moves are part and parcel of the product. Bitcoin in particular has seen a particularly buoyant period of time, with PayPal announcing that they're going to be putting on crypto wallets to hold people's cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin. To investors, this could see Bitcoin becoming far more mainstream, which will only continue to push up the price. And with the hype around Bitcoin at the moment, it's grown exponentially anyway. In today's video then, we're going to take a detailed look at Bitcoin, what it actually is and what affects the price movements, and we're also going to take a look at my investment within Bitcoin and two other cryptocurrency coins. Bearing in mind, I only began investing in cryptocurrency again on the 1st of January, so this year after one of the largest Bitcoin runs in history. So I did buy it in at a high, but I've still seen an excellent rate of return in those few days that I've been investing. The product that I use to invest in Bitcoin at the moment is eToro, and I'll talk about that a little bit more at the end. Without further ado though, let's hop in and have a look at what Bitcoin actually is.
So, what are cryptocurrencies, but especially Bitcoin? Bitcoin was first developed in 2009 and was released as a decentralized currency that could be used globally. Only a finite amount of Bitcoin can ever be created or mined, with it being stopped at 21 million Bitcoin. So that's the total amount that can ever be produced. So unlike usual currency and normal global currency that can be reproduced whenever the governments want, Bitcoin has a finite supply which will be capped at some point in time. Bitcoin is created or mined via computers which have to answer incredibly difficult equations or codes in order to mine that Bitcoin. The amount of Bitcoins created by each problem solved is halved every so often via something called the Bitcoin halving, one of which occurred last year. Bitcoin is currently trading at around £30,000 per coin, but you can see from this graph the amount of volatility that it's seen in recent years. Since 2015, when this graph began, you can see that it was situated at £215 per Bitcoin, and you can see that that's steadily but slowly increased over time before this quite large market increase around December 2017, where it reached its all-time high of around £14,000 per share. This increase quickly decreased into January 2018, where it retreated back to just under £3,000 per Bitcoin over just over a year. Since then, it's steadily been on the rise over time. Throughout 2019 and into 2020, you can see the amount of jumps around, so Bitcoin is very, very volatile. And then into the end of 2020, where it's an exponential growth over the last few weeks. Here we are then inside my eToro account. You'll notice that it looks completely different from the Vanguard platform, but does have some similarities to the Trading 212 platform, and that's because this is the app for eToro. I've been investing in cryptocurrency through eToro since the 1st of January, so I haven't been investing too long, but we can scroll down and have a quick look at my overall performance throughout that time, and you'll notice that I'm up 28.05% in the short 7 to 8 days that I've been investing in cryptocurrency using this platform. Arguably, cryptocurrency has had one of its largest bull runs over the last few months, so it's just fortunate that I started investing at the right time. However, 28.05% in just over a week is out of this world, it's excellent, and I never expected it to be this large. When I started investing, I was considering waiting because the prices were very high anyway, but I'm so pleased that I just jumped in and started investing and considered my mantra, timing the market is better than timing the market. Otherwise I would have never seen these rates of return and I still wouldn't have invested into cryptocurrency, as I've still have been waiting for that decrease in price. So let's view my current portfolio. Here you can see that I'm currently invested in 3 different cryptocurrencies: Ethereum, XRP or Ripple, and Bitcoin. In the long term, I will be looking for a 70-20-10 split here. So 70% towards Bitcoin, 20% for Ethereum, and then 10% for Ripple. And I feel that that's the best allocation that I can have for my portfolio over time. Bearing in mind that I've only been invested in cryptocurrency for 7 to 8 days at the moment, you can see the rates of return that I'm seeing are out of this world, with me being up 35% on Ethereum, 33.5% in Ripple, and 26 to 27% in Bitcoin. Whilst my portfolio is denominated in dollars, you can see the ribbon at the bottom which denotes it in pounds and pence. So you can see I've got a current equity within this investment portfolio of £297.93, with £34.82 of that in available cash, and currently I've seen a rate of return or a profit of £61.02. One of the things you'll notice about cryptocurrency is the speed that it moves around when compared to stocks and shares. And this volatility will be something that I have to continue to adapt to over time when looking at this portfolio. If you tap into each of the individual coins, you'll see that I'm buying in $25 increments. And the reason for this is to average into the investment. Cryptocurrency, as I've said, is massively volatile. So what I don't want to do is dump lots of money in at one point, there be a large market dip, and me lose lots overnight. What I'd rather do is buy in small increments of $25 over time so that I average in and therefore get the best rate of return over time. Here you can see my top investment in Ethereum, the first one that I made for them, was at $25 and that's gone up 70% in the short time I've been invested. You can see that I invested in that on the 1st of January. Today is the 8th of January. So 70% in 7 to 8 days is incredible. The current price of Ethereum is around $1,246, and if we click on this investment, you can see that when I opened this investment, it was valued at just $733, which is excellent rate of return in such a short period of time. We'll go back to my portfolio and check in on Ripple, which saw an excellent rate of growth yesterday. I'm up around 34% here, which equates to around $17. And if we have a look at Ripple yesterday, and particularly over the last week, you'll be able to see it's had a particularly large rate of growth over the last few days, with it trading around 0.22 cents per coin, with it now being up to well over 0.3 cents. This again just shows the volatility that cryptocurrency can see. We'll then go back and have a look at my investment in Bitcoin. So here we are back in my portfolio screen. You can see that in Bitcoin I've invested $150 over time, and that is now worth $190.88. So let's tap in. Again, you'll be able to see that I've invested in $25 increments throughout time, starting up at the top on the 1st at 3 o'clock, and that's up around 40% in those 7 to 8 days, and then continue to do that over time. So there's 4 investments there on the 4th of January, and again, they're all up well over 25%. Again on the 2nd, and then a smaller investment today, which is bouncing around even because I've only just made that investment. If we have a look at the price of one Bitcoin, you'll see that it's around $41,448 at the moment. Now we can have a look at the graph and see how that's changed over time, and you'll be able to see the exponential growth that this has seen over the last month or so. This is the 6-month chart, this is the 3-month chart, this is the 1-month chart, and if we get right down to the week chart, you'll be able to see that it's grown largely over the last week. It's grown over $10,000 in the last week alone. Now this does make me slightly apprehensive, as what goes up must surely come down after a period of time. However, JP Morgan Chase did release its price prediction for Bitcoin, citing that it could reach $150,000 in the future. And I believe that this is fueling the market growth of late. With Bitcoin becoming more mainstream and well-known investors suggesting that Bitcoin could be the largest growing product in the next 5 to 10 years, this has sparked people's interest, and more people will pile in and invest into Bitcoin in the short term. So that's my portfolio at the moment. Whilst on eToro you can also invest in individual stocks and shares with commission-free trading, I'm keeping this platform purely for cryptocurrency, just to separate it away from my Trading 212 stocks and shares account. I'll keep you updated on the growth of this portfolio over time. I can't imagine that it will continue to grow at this rate, I can only hope, but we'll see what happens over time and see the volatility and the variance of this cryptocurrency investment portfolio. So, upon finishing this video, my portfolio in cryptocurrency is worth £300.97, which equates to around £64 in profit, and I currently have £34.82 in available cash within my portfolio, which will soon be used for investment in those $25 increments. If you're interested in investing in cryptocurrency through eToro, check out the rest of the video where I'll give you my free sign-up link, which will give you up to $50 in free cash that you can invest in cryptocurrency as well.
So there we have it then, my cryptocurrency currently held in eToro. As I'm sure you can see, the rate of return I've seen in the 7 to 8 days that I've been investing through this product and into cryptocurrency has been excellent. Now, 25% in a week is something that you would never come to expect consistently from any product in investing. If it did, you could expect a large crash in the future. And Bitcoin probably will see quite a large correction at some point in time. Not necessarily in the next week or so, or even the next month, but it will definitely see some form of pullback or correction in the future. We'll keep checking in on my eToro portfolio over time, as with Trading 212 and Vanguard, to see how it develops over time. I will begin to start investing small amounts every single month into eToro. The only difficulty is the minimum deposit is £37 or $50 at the moment. So I might accrue that over 2 months and then invest once every 2 months. But we'll see how it goes, we'll see what happens with my portfolio over time. Now, if cryptocurrency is something that you want to invest in yourself, then eToro is an excellent place to start, especially within the United Kingdom. As I've said, Coinbase have some very large fees if you're only investing small amounts. So that's why I've steered clear of them on this occasion. Whilst eToro do have some small fees, for example, when you transfer money into eToro, there's a small transaction fee because it moves your pounds into dollars. This is far less than you would see with Coinbase. If you do want to start investing in cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, and you're going to do this through eToro, please consider signing up to eToro through my link. And what this will do is when you invest $100 in any cryptocurrency, you will get $50 and so will I. So that's more money that we can invest into cryptocurrency or different stocks and shares on the eToro platform. Again, to a certain extent, this is free money. Whilst you do have to make an investment, it doesn't necessarily have to be in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. It could instead be into a stock or a share that you want to invest in. And for doing that, you'll get a free $50 or around £37. That could be a really good injection of cash if you are starting out on the investing journey. Apart from that, guys, that's the end of the video. Like I've said, a different topic this week, but I'm sure you'll agree, a really interesting area, especially if you want to make good returns in the investing circle at the moment. Cryptocurrency really could see excellent rate of returns over the short term, medium term, and the long term as well. Next video, we're going to track my progress in match betting again. I'm going to talk about if match betting is still worth it in 2021 and show you some of my progress and some of the offers that I am currently doing at the moment. If you're into match betting, check that one out. And if you haven't heard of what match betting is, check out one of my videos up above on match betting to make up to £1,000 in tax-free cash every single month. Apart from that though, guys, make sure you're staying safe at the moment, and I'll catch you in the next one.